Hello everyone, this is a recording for the first day of the fantastic Chester May meeting round the Rudai. It runs Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. It's an absolutely stellar meeting. I love it. Horses charging around. Fantastic. This is what it's all about. Just a quick word. If any of you have not joined the software selection service, I would point out that in the first 3 days, the service has made 57 points level stakes profit at SP on Betfair after commission from 17 bets. It's absolutely a stellar start. Come and get involved. I've sent you the links. Join up and get involved and have some fun with us. Okay, so the Chester meeting starts traditionally with a race called the Lily Agnes Condition Stakes. It's a 5 furlong race for 2-year-olds, and they go an absolute million from the gate, and you want a very fast 2-year-old for this. And anything can happen, but we know the stats show that stalls 1 and 2 across all distances have a big advantage at Chester, but particularly over 5 furlongs. Now, stall number 3 is Light My Fire, and it's a non-runner. The trainers to look out for in this race, or at Chester, are Tom Dascombe, Charles Hills, Mark Johnston, Andrew Balding, and Aidan O'Brien. In this first race here, the 2-year-old Lily Agnes Condition Stakes, it's not a big price, around 9 to 4, but Mark Johnston's horse, No Lippy, is a filly drawn in stall 4, which will become stall 3. We've got a complete 66 to 1 rag in stall 1. I make the main danger Kinks, Mick Shannon's horse, but that's drawn in stall 11. So just to get the meeting started, I'm just going to have 2 points win in the 150 on No Lippy. Blast out, make all. Won't see which way she went. 150, No Lippy, 2 points win. The second race on the card is the Cheshire Oaks. It's a listed race for fillies, over a mile and 3 furlongs. The ground is going to be like good to soft. And Aidan O'Brien absolutely dominates this race. He's won it for the last 5 times in the last 10 years. The other trainers to take into account are John Gosden and possibly Stout. But no doubt Aidan O'Brien has come here mob-handed. He's got 3 in the race, I believe. And I've got no doubt that the one that they're coming to win with, although she's got to improve enormously, is this beautifully bred filly called Magic Wand. Ryan Moore gets on board, which tells you everything, because she's been 7th and 3rd in 2 racecourse appearances. But why should she be running a listed race? Well, let's have a quick look. She's by the mighty sire Galileo out of a group-winning mare by Dan Silly. The mare has already produced several listed winners, and she's going to improve enormously for that first run. She had one little run at the back end down the field very quietly last year in October. Brought her out in April when O'Brien's horses always need the run. She ran over 10 furlongs on heavy ground. She won't want heavy ground, being by Galileo. She wants a bit of a sounder footing. Now she gets a step up and trip and good ground. She also happens to be drawn stall 1, Ryan Moore. If this goes off favourite, particularly if this goes off favourite, 4 of Aidan O'Brien's winners of this race out of 5 have gone off favourite. If this horse is backed into favourite, then you can increase your stake a bit. If this goes off well backed, you can be sure that this is going to run a huge race. So I'm going to say 2 points to win, Magic Wand. But if I see it go off clear favourite, say it gets backed into 3 to 1 and everything else drifts to 9 to 2 and 5 to 1, then I might have another couple of points, okay? The 225 Magic Wand. We're relying on the Magic Man, Aidan O'Brien, and Ryan Moore to deliver this filly and for her to show the breeding that she has. Okay, fascinating race. There's 3 o'clock. There's another great race. I don't like 5-year-old, 3-year-old handicaps. So 3 o'clock. This is a 3-year-old handicap over 5 furlongs. But I make this a pretty easy race to work out. I do like the Tom Dasker angle. He's drawn in stall 6. He may come and win, but he's not had a run. You know, it's asking a lot. I make the race between Show Me the Doe, who was 4th, Global Academy, and Spoof, who were 3rd, 4th, and 5th in the same race at Sandown the other day. And I'm going to have a little bet, 1 point to win on Spoof. Charles Hills has got an excellent record. The whole Hills yard have got a good record at Chester. This one's got the a bit of an inside draw in stall 3, and beat these other two decisively, and will have come on for that run. And I'm just going to have a 3 o'clock, because it's a 3-year-old only handicap. 1 point win, Spoof. Still a good race. They're going to be going lickety-split. Now we've got the Chester Vase. And here we have what I think is one of the bets of the day. Again, O'Brien has got a powerful record in this race, 3:35. And Mark Johnston with his horses. This DXB is probably a nice price. Franny Norton, when riding for Mark Johnston, is always to be feared. And you've got O'Brien has got 3 in the race. Hunting Horn was given a very quiet ride at Sandown the other day when he came 3rd, and he can expect it to run better. Charlie Appleby's winning left, right, and centre. His horse is a big danger, and Kingscote and Dasker again to be feared. This horse has had 2 runs. Proshema bolted up on soft ground in a small field, but the horse I really like is William Haggis's drawn 2 as well. Young Rascal. It won a maiden at Newbury, a high quality maiden at Newbury the other day. That was his first run since November, and he looks set to improve. He won by 6 lengths, doing absolute handsprings. 5 lengths, but eased down. Absolute hand canter, and there's no doubt that Haggis knows what he's doing. This horse has been backed from 8-1 earlier in the week. I think it'll continue to be backed tomorrow, and I'm going 4 points win, 3:35. Young Rascal, 4 points to win. The 4:05 is a maiden race. I did have a look at it. I don't really like. This is probably going to be the favourite. This Gosden horse, Argentello. It ran 3rd at Newmarket, I believe, 20 days ago, or somewhere, but I didn't like the form at all. Leaves it wide open. You could find something like Soldiers of Hollow, Andrew Baldwin, but it's not. Andrew Baldwin's modus operandi is not to win maidens. You want to be looking for him in handicaps. So I won't bet Soldier to Follow, but he's one to watch out for. No doubt Andrew Baldwin will have a plan for this horse. Then the 4:35 was another 3-year-olds only handicap. I have had a look at it, and the one I liked was David Evans' horse with John Egan on board called Last Page. But it is really tough. I made it between. In fact, you could Dutch. In fact, that's a good idea. In fact, that's probably what I will do. 4:35. Stalls 1 and 2, Last Page and Requinto Dawn. I believe they've raced against each other, I believe. Anyway, the Fahey horse and the Evans horse, drawn 1 and 2. You've got the danger is probably here, No I'm Easy, Kingscott and Dascombe. They will be trying their you-know-what's off. But you could have a small Dutch for a point or point and a half. Okay, a Dutch means to bet them so that whichever one wins, you win the same amount, irrespective of the price. So that would be an interest. Just a small bet there. bet number 5, Requinto Dawn, and number 7, last page, for say 1.5 points total for a Dutch. And I think they'll give you a run for your money. And in the final race here, it's a class 4 handicap. I have done the full analysis on this, and if they're trying, I did get this down to a. Let me get the market up, the race up with my short. Yes, this is the shortlist. I've been through the race. We've got this Sultan Bay Bars, trained by David O'Meara, Intransigent, Andrew Balding, and Right Touch, Richard Fahy. Now, Intransigent, as it so happens, is the selection made by the software, but he will be no bet for that for 2 reasons. Mainly because he's 9-year-old, and the system says don't bet 9-year-olds, and also he's got £5 claimer on board, and I am only eliminating £7 claimers at the moment, but I think I may well end up filtering out the £5 claimers as well, because there's been a couple that have run the last couple of days and they've done no good. So I think probably in the long run the £5 claimers are going to be no good either. Anyway, so it's a class 4, so we don't really want to be getting too heavily involved. But Intransigent, I'm going to have to knock him on the head. 9 years old. He's drawn 1. He's a hold-up horse. He will be ridden for a luck coming from the back. Right Touch, 8 years old. He's definitely on a handicap mark that he can win. He's had a few prep runs, and he could slot in and get a place. If we just pop and see the market. Here we go. Right Touch is 6-1 second favourite, look. Don't really want to be betting him at that age at 6-1. So, the bet in the final race on Wednesday is going to be 2 points each way on Sultan Bay Bars. He's only a 4-year-old. He's on a nice mark. They apply the cheek pieces first time. He's drawn in 2. He's a front runner. And he shot clear at Sandown a few starts ago. Back here at Sandown in July of last year. He shot clear and got collared close home. But he's down £4 since then. He's down £4. He's definitely capable of winning this. The yard is coming back into form. O'Meara. They've had 11 winners. They're striking at 20%. He's got the draw. He's got the cheek pieces first time. And if we have a quick look back at the market, you can get 10-1 and expect you might get better. So there we go. 505 Sultan Bay Bars. I shall put all of the bets on the crib sheet and on the email and on the website. So I will repeat all of those bets for you. So not to extend the video any longer, you'll get them in the email on the crib sheet. Okay, so that's 505 Sultan Bay Bars, 2 points each way, 10-1 plus. You could, if you wanted, do a little each way, however many bets there are, each way lucky 15 or 31 for either 0.1 or 0.05 each way, and let's hope we get them all at least placed and try and make a bit of profit. Okay, have a great day there, and I'll speak to you all for Thursday's racing. We've got the Chester Cup on Friday, and I'm hoping that we're going to have the first Handicap Snip special maximum each way bet on the flat this year in the Chester Cup. Speak to you all soon. Have a very pleasant evening. Get your bets on. Speak to you all soon.